Right. All right. What's up, Facebook? How we doing out there, YouTube? Good morning, and thank you for joining me. As always, it's nice to see you. Connecticut Medical Marijuana Clinic, compound concentrates and coffee. We are here. We're up. We're on the air. It's your SunDaze edition. How you doing out there? Saturday, SunDaze edition. Wow. I don't want to live Saturday over again. Oh, yeah, man. I'm having my coffee, so literally my first cup. What's the good word? How we doing out there? What's happening? Oh, you know you were looking for a reason to do some more shatter. There you go. It's Saturday again. Hit it up. Exactly. Every day is Saturday. But after the way I started out my Saturday, I don't want to repeat it right now. Thank you. I had a productive ending to my Saturday. I was over at the shop doing a bunch of stuff. Doing the things that the health official, I have my little list for my walkthrough. So, what's up over there? True, how we doing? Thanks for joining us on YouTube. Yeah, it's all basic stuff, Make sure bathrooms are clean, of course, and they're compliant. Make sure there's, trash cans in the shop, bathroom, soap in the shop and the bathroom, paper towels in the shop and the bathroom. Again, make sure everything is clean. Oh. What the hell was it? Thermometer. Gotta get thermometers. There we go. Well, nope. See? See, Facebook? That auto start feature is a blessing and it's a disguise. Because blessing, I don't have to queue up a bunch of material. I can literally just select one song and it'll cycle through stuff. Curse. I clicked a button, but for some reason, sometimes you all restart the fucking song again. Oh boy. This is called Mortar. See, that's good. That's good. That's what I like. I mean, once in a while, you'll like that one. If you need sleep, you know, if you just need a little relax for the body, you know, the mind doesn't want to shut down. Yeah, stuff like that, beautiful. But yeah, I love those that keep you focused, allow you to go about your day, allow you to do what you need. And just so everybody knows, since I got on at like 10:33 or 10:33, I think it was, JC will be down to start the power hour at 11:05. But she is going to be here. One more, why not? Prismatist. It's a good tune. Doing my thing, going to be sharing out the show, spreading the smiles, letting people know. You all know the routine at the start of the show. If you out there would be so kind, if you all are so inclined to do so, please spread the smiles. Tell people you know. I already have some park closures to talk about here in Connecticut. It's wow. These things were closed at like one of them almost 7:30ish, almost 8 o'clock this morning, and the other one closed at full to capacity by 9:30 this morning. Here in Connecticut, Enfield, Scantic River State Park, and Powder Hollow Lot closed, filled to capacity. Not even walk-ins are being allowed. Also in Kent Falls State Park closed. Now, speaking of closures on the highways, unfortunately, East Lyme, Rocky Neck. Oh, wait, nope. Okay, these aren't on the highway. Good. I thought it was. Woo. It's another park closure. Man. East Lyme, Rocky Neck State Park, already filled to capacity and closed. Also, Westport, Sherwood Island State Park, already filled to capacity and closed. Also, no walk-ins will be allowed at that park either. So if you had plans, make alternate ones. Alrighty, let me jump out of here. Let me jump over here. Got a request for some Airlands. Absolutely. Airlands asks, smoke. Good morning, Bill. How are you? Thanks for joining us on Facebook. What's the good word? All right, again, that was Smoke. That came to you from the artist Airlands. Go to airlands.nyc if you dig what you hear. Next up, Haze. I feel it's kind of apropos. It follows Smoke. Haze. Here we go. This is Frequency from Airlands.
All the frequencies floating overhead, and I'm just waking up. Just like you said, there were always monsters in the walls, and they're holding their houses up. It's just one of those days where we look for blood. I have to hope that I can be anything I want.
You all right, Facebook? Let's try that again. problem with the song there, Facebook.
Just put on my shoes.
I literally had to skip past that spot. What is this, a record? Fuck, my vinyls that I just bought play better than that.
But that's really no excuse. It's just one of those days where we look for blood. After all, that I can be anything I want. I can't believe it's just not real. It's time to sleep. It's time to sleep. I can't believe it's just not real. I felt so deep. It set me
Again, that tune is called Frequency, the artist Airlands. I have one more for you, and then we're going to be going on to some other stuff. They have a lot of tracks now. There's 87 songs for Airlands when I do a search on them. So, staying busy. Awesome of Facebook to put it up. You know, one of these days, one of these Sundays, we can do just a featured day on them. This is Ghosts in the Daylight.
climb to the top of the world, but the North Star is already flown. I hear rumors of a place where the soul's born. Watch all the bright lights shimmer, try to see something where there is
That was your Airlands block. This leading into, you know this song. Well, the little woman knows this song. It leads her into her power hour. Little global genius, little plaid pants and peril. One second, I just finished posting to YouTube.
Come here, get our look out of what?
Yeah, I don't want to run you over again. Again, we've been talking about it recently, and the end of his tail got run over.
You gotta keep that tail in bed. I got you safe. I hear the song of my people.
She has a lot of songs of her people.
I do. I've heard.
You have more than that. This one, Top of the Beautiful, Eyes of Green, and there's, it literally was right on the tip of my tongue until I just went to say it. There was another one, one that leans more towards the Celtic side.
Hey, 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 hey.
One that leans towards that Celtic side of the music.
Tell Daddy who's in our chair.
I just got through posting out, and you're in my chair. Remember who's boss here.
Next hour, it's our chair.
No, you work for me. It's still. And if that's the attitude you have at the post office, no wonder why you have problems sometimes.
I don't.
Bullshit.
I know who the boss is.
Bullshit. That's. You really want to get into that now? Come on.
No, I'm not talking about post office.
Uh-huh. Would you hand me my water?
All the way over there?
I'm trying not to be rude and reach across the table.
Oh,
Oh, I know.
ugh,
I know.
strain myself.
And take care of it.
She's good for that.
All it does. I'll see you later.
Good morning, CC&C. Sorry, I was watching Robin Williams earlier and had a little inspiration. Are we all enjoying Black Pants Apparel? Because goodness knows I enjoy it every time it comes on. Mwah. And goodness knows Chase is enjoying it. He hides it so well. So, good morning, greetings, salutations, and all that chit-chat and stuff! I hope you're all doing good. I hope we are all enjoying ourselves on this Sunday. SunDaze, as we call it around here. I know a great many of us, this area included, is a little warm outside. A tad tepid. But I hope you all are doing okay. If you can get out and enjoy it, if it's not overbearing, and get out and enjoy it by all means. If you have to be out in it, please by all means drink a lot of water, because goodness knows I've been drinking like a fish all week long. And all that fun stuff. For those who may not know...
Plenty of room for ice cream.
See, this is why Chris Berman has his own sound studio. You know, you can lock the doors and shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah. None of his
Never.
Say that to people who don't know better.
Foof. As I was starting to say, for those who don't know, I am known as JC. This is JC's Power Hour, where we shall talk sports and stuff. This is my co-host, Chase Burf. With that face. A cuter co-host you will never find. I mean, who would be a cuter co-host than this? I mean, absolutely. Look at this little face. This is my little buddy, my little co-host. Slight mama's boy. Does not want to be separated from me for the hour. And you know what? I don't want to be separated from him. So, sports. Is there sports to talk about this week? Amazingly, there is. You who shall shoosh. Baseball. It has returned. It is a Festivus miracle. Well, not quite, but it has returned. It's weird looking, not gonna lie. You know, with not having, you know, fans in the stands yet. But you know what? We can watch on TV. We gotta get shit going. And the more positive steps we take forward, the more we'll get back to abnormal around here. But in the I don't know what you want to call it, technical realm of it, being that it is such a shortened game of 60 games. Obviously, there will be a playoffs. The playoffs has been increased to include more teams and a more breakdown of. I mean, just trying to make up for the fact that it's a much shorter season. So, you know, trying to make it as fair as possible in the shortened season. But, you know, given the time constraints, I mean, baseball is one of those things that you simply can't push it too far. You can't push it into November, December, because it's not a cold weather sport. It's just not. You know, and baseball stadiums are, you know, an outdoorsy type of thing. So, you know, weather is a factor. So, we did start. We are on a roll. As a Yankees fan, last night kind of hurt because we lost 9-2. I don't know what the hell happened, but like I said to a friend of mine who's also a Yankees fan, we have to watch every single game because now, literally every game counts. I mean, like, games count no matter what, but now there is very little room to you know, make up for any disasters or anything like that. So anything that happens, any game lost can easily knock you out of the playoffs. I mean, we are automatically going into crunch time, basically. We have gone from no games to everybody panic! Alright, that might be a tad extreme, but you know what I mean. We are gonna we're going to keep an eye. I mean, honestly, most teams have only played like 2 games already, but little early to be predicting who's going anywhere, but obviously by next week we should have a good feel for how strong the guys are playing. I mean, most of them are happy to be playing and, are very positive to go out there. So it's a good day when you could talk sports and actually have them playing. This past Sunday was the last pay-per-view event for the WWE before SummerSlam, and it wasn't too bad. It wasn't as good. It wasn't as good as the ladder match at the actual WWE headquarters, and as Taker and AJ's match. I think, which I had even mentioned, I think they raised the bar so high for themselves that it's not easy to. Yes, do you not agree? It's not easy to when you put the bar so high for yourself. It's you know it's a little hard to reach it again. I'm not saying that they won't, but there are still rumors that they want to play of what they want to do at SummerSlam. I mean, SummerSlam was supposed to be in Boston. It's not officially canceled. I don't know what they're going to do. At least last time I looked at it. Wasn't officially canceled yet. I think they really, really, really want to, try to have this go, but now it's not only the difficulty now is it's not only rules of whatever sport you are in charge of, but it's what state you're playing in. Every state has different rules. Every state has is in a different what are we calling it now? A different stage of coming back. Some people are going forward. Some people are actually moving backward. So it's really, everything. There's a lot of factors that normally there weren't going to be. We're trying. Bouncing around to different sports. Let's take a quick look into PGA Tour, which in August, which amazingly, July's almost over. I mean, look at us. We are officially in the last week of July. Saturday is going to be August 1st. And not this Thursday, but next Thursday is the PGA Championship, which we haven't been able to do majors for this year. The British Open was the one that was completely canceled for the year. And, sadly I haven't heard anything of that changing. That's pretty well done for this year. But, my favorite, or truly my favorite, but I have a lot of favorites in golf. Tiger Woods has committed to playing, and several other people have committed to playing, and the biggest names obviously will be there. This is a match that playing. I always, whenever I review a PGA event, it's very important to factor the weather in to playing, not only for the obvious, how the players hold up. I mean, if it's chilly, if it's very hot, it's gonna affect the players themselves. But in golf, particularly, the weather really affects how the sport itself is played. From the obvious, if it's raining, so long as there's no thunder and lightning, they will keep playing. And let's add a tad of a challenge to a game. And obviously the winds and whatnot, but the extreme heat, drying the fields out. For those who don't know or don't play golf, the greens where you putt into the hole, basically, in a nutshell, the greens will run fast or slow, and weather is a big factor on that. How dry, how arid, how wet, how damp the course is makes a big effect on not only the speed of the ball as it's hit, but the break or the direction the ball will go into. I mean, some people who don't play don't realize it's very challenging. I mean, it's not just a simple fact of ball goes straight into hole. No, there's a lot of curves, there's a lot of divots, there's a lot of challenge. That is why, if you're unfamiliar with the sport, if you don't play it, if you don't even watch it, it's not just an easy measure of tap ball into hole. It doesn't quite go that way. I always say golf is mean because it really is. Because I've seen many a golfer make a putt from like 40, 50 feet away, and then the very next hole miss one from 2 feet away because the course just broke everything just went in a weird direction. Come here, you. Come here. Hi. Don't mind me, I get distracted easy, and of course, so does Brutus. But so this is a tournament that's normally played depending on how everything gets scheduled. Usually it's the April-May area, and now it's going to be played in the extreme heat of August. And not that these guys don't know how to play in the heat, but the championship tours, the majors are always played in a, I don't want to say there's really any easy golf course, but obviously, for something that's considered one of the championships, obviously you've gotten there because you're really good, so you're going to be on a more challenging one. You are just being stubborn. Come here, come here, come. Come here, come here. Go that way. Go that way. I got a little buddy. He doesn't want to leave. Yeah, I suppose it's my fault. I picked him up. Do, 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 do. There he goes. No, you can't have him. Go away. But, this, tour, not this tour, this, tournament is going to be played at TPC Harding Park. Jesus. Sorry, my brain has, my brain is brained. Stop chasing them off. For your extra entertainment. Moth hunting by Brutus. But, this, is out in San Francisco, California. So, heat is going to be a factor. And it's... And obviously the guys are going to have to be careful. Heat frustration's a real thing. But I am very much looking forward to it because it's again, it's going to be a group of the best golfers, and we haven't been able to see. There have been a few tournaments so far, but we haven't been able to see, like, a real challenge on like I said, one of the hardest courses. So for those like myself who enjoy golf and enjoy seeing, real good, complex challenges, this is definitely one. The happy news for me going and many others going into football, this week the NFL and the NFL Players Union, who've obviously been chatting back and forth, to come to an agreement of what they were going to do. Smart Alec. But, they finally came to an agreement on what they're going to do as far as, safety regulations and how they're going to handle playing and all that fun stuff. So we are moving forward. Like I said before, on it depends on what state you're playing in, what state you're doing things in. A lot of it seems like, and again, everything is tentative because all of the preseason game, I should have started there. All the preseason games are done. We're not going to do preseason. We're going to jump right into regular games, is what it looks like, which most people don't have a huge problem with. Most people don't have a major problem with this, because I could give you with very little research, I could give you a list of players who were hurt during preseason games, that sometimes were knocked out for half or the entire season, or in the case of one of the Steelers' best ever kickers, ended up being a career-ending injury in a preseason game. And it just it doesn't seem to I don't like to say that there's advantage to a preseason game. I mean, every sport has them, but certainly in a year like this, they are definitely expendable. If we want to focus on just getting a regular season going and a regular season completed and getting enough safety implements into place, then yeah, not a problem. Get rid of that old pain in the butt preseason for this year. Um, the NFL has confirmed that masks will be mandatory in the stadiums if the fans are allowed. Which, fine. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't mind sitting there in a bubble if I was allowed to. But, again, this is going to go state by state because for any Giants or Jets fans, and anyone of a fan of the team coming to play them, not salty. Um, the New York governor has his own mandate that large venues and large gatherings, concerts, sports, anything that falls into that brouhaha is a no-go. So don't expect to see anybody at MetLife Stadium for quite a while. Don't expect to see any concerts there for a while. The teams will come and they'll play there, but he has, a month and a half to change his mind if things change. But New York's one of the states that's having a problem curtailing it, I guess. And logic suggests, condensed large cities can be a reason. A lot of governors are iffy about having people from one state come to the other. Again, understandable to an extent. So, there's going to be protocol in place for the players. The players are going to be, taken care of and watched. And the games will be played, and honestly, that is the most important thing, is that the games are going to be played. Because fans in the stadium or not, I want my team to win. Grant you, I want to be there, and it's a little heartbreaking that, I'm not going to be. But I'd much rather my team win than me sit there and watch them. A couple of odd stories in football this week. Really, there's two that I can't even pick which one is the odder one. I mean, one I don't even want to talk about, but actually, I really don't want to talk about both of them. But even if you're not familiar with the NFL, with football, a lot of people were hearing the story that the Washington Redskins were going to change their name and no longer call themselves the Washington Redskins because Some people consider that a derogatory name. Yeah, I know, buddy. Now, fine. I get that you want to do what you feel is right, and I get that you want to change the name. What I find amazingly odd is this is a complete case of putting the cart before the horse. You thought about this and you did one thing and had absolutely nothing planned in back on the back end, because for the 2020 season they're literally gonna be known as Washington Football Team. I it, it I, I really, you couldn't think of anything else? You've been talking about this on and off for years now. I mean, literally, this is not the first time this has come up. This really has been talked about for quite a few years, and you finally made the decision. You pulled the trigger. Boom. We're not the Washington Redskins anymore. Okie dokie. So what are you? We are Washington Football Team. Do you know what that's? Do you know what that it? To me, and granted, this may sound slightly nerdy and or geeky, but to me, it's like an unfinished computer program that you forgot to tell the computer what this character is named. It looks like a generic thing, or like that you're playing a video game and you didn't give yourself a name. So it literally, the computer said Washington Football Team. I mean, that's literally what it sounds like. I mean, honestly, Washington Potato Skins at this point would sound better than that. I mean, really, you can't tell me in all the time that this has come up. And believe me, don't read into anything that I'm saying that, like, you know, I'm not agreeing with the name change. I am not agreeing with the fact that you half-assed it. This is what we're going here. This is poor management at its finest. And believe me, I've seen poor management in every field that I've worked in, and every field that I've seen my friends work in, and every field that I hear about. This is just crappy management right here. Okay. We're not using that anymore. Well, what are you using? We're not using that anymore. Okay, fine. What are you using? We're not using that anymore. Hi. You gotta be called something. You need a name. Every team has a name. Okay, we're a Washington Football Team. It amazes me that the people who do these jobs, that the people who make a lot of money running these companies, had nothing in the chamber, nothing planned for this. Not a clue in Hades of what else they could call their team. Again, it's not like, you know, somebody mandated this without your control. It's not like, you know, on Monday morning you were told, hey, by Monday afternoon you no longer have this name. You're screwed. You have to do something. This is something that they've been talking about for years. This is something that they had really been considering for years. How do you consider changing. It says right in the whole thing, you're going to change your name. Okay, well, part of changing the name is taking away the old one and coming up with a new one. So, hi. What's your new name? Don't have one. We're gonna use a genetic computer thing. I mean, this is literally like playing a video game and running around as player one. I mean, this is honestly to me what they're doing. You didn't name your character. You're just running around as player one. And I know a couple of Redskins fans or Washington football fans, and if you think I'm not going to tease the hell out of them, and if you think they're not beating their heads against brick walls right now, you are sadly mistaken, because they are. I mean, when that news broke, I mean, that's just silly. It's really just silly. I have no problem with changing your name, but part of changing the name is having a new one. Did you really not think it through that much? Did you really not realize that if you change a name, there has to be a new name in place? I mean, that's just silly. And yet, here we are. I suppose I should probably mention he who should not be named. I mean, I'm so confused by this man. I really am. And I just former Steelers wide receiver, former Oakland Raiders wide receiver, former New England Patriots wide receiver. I suppose if you put the uniform on, technically you're part of the team. Antonio Brown. I'm getting a headache talking about it. He's in the news again. Several times this week. Isn't that thrilling? Isn't that thrilling, Chase? Are you thrilled? Yeah, you went right back to sleep. You're not thrilled. Okay. What do we got here? Beginning of the week, he announced that he was officially retiring from the NFL. I don't know how you could officially retire when technically you weren't playing, you weren't on any team, and it really seemed like, you were already done. But okay. You're officially retiring. Okay. So a lot of people were like, okay, maybe he's just done with the drama. I mean, he's never done with the drama, but maybe he's just going to move on to something else. Okay, whatever, fine. You don't want to have anything else to do with the NFL. It's pretty much a mutual feeling at this point, so we good, we cool, move on. Then, a couple of days later, now mind you, he does all this, through his social media, through his Instagram and Twitter, and I don't even know if he has an agent at this point because the last agent he had, like, literally walked away because he's like, bro, you need help. And when your old agent is like, I can't even do this anymore, you might have crossed the line or two. Because crazy or not, money follows this guy, and the fact that even his agent doesn't want to pick up a check dealing with the craziness, that's got to tell you something. But now, 2 days after saying, you know what, I'm done, paraphrasing, of course, now, Wednesday night, he indicated he does want to play again. So he wants the NFL to resolve the investigation into his conduct, clear all that crapola up so that he could play again. And, he basically he accused the league, the NFL for dragging its feet with the investigation, leaving him in limbo. Really is, that he's basically saying that he's waiting there. They have no deadline on when they're going to be reached. There's no time frame, there's no this, there's no that. He's just sitting and waiting. I'm going to play devil's advocate over here. Not that I'm on management's side and a lot of things, especially with the NFL, but with the way this year is going, and with all the important matters, and trying to make sure that there is even a season to play, and trying to make sure that stuff gets done, I could kind of see that this isn't the highest priority for the NFL at this particular juncture. Not saying that they'll never do anything, but I could totally see why, this isn't, the first thing that they're thinking of getting done. I think they're more concerned with keeping their players safe, keeping the games going, and in the middle of all that, jumping back into the drama queen, honestly, if I was part of the NFL that has to deal with this and has to deal with the investigation and has to deal with what do we do with him, I think I'd be like so tired of this right now. I'd be like, look, we got other shit that we gotta do first. We got other fish to fry. Exactly. See, you get it. I mean, this is one of those cases where he's really, shot himself in the foot. I mean, he's the one who did all this to himself. He's the one who, I want to be a Raider. I want to be a Patriot. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want an Easter egg. I want to, And then it just... It just... As a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, it upsets me a lot because in his prime, he was truly one of the best receivers. Never take away the man's talent. There is a strong part of me that really believes when he got his clock cleaned by Burfus in that cheap hit, there is a big part of me that thinks, a couple of screws got rattled loose, and I don't think they've tightened up. It it just seems like he's a different person. It really just think it I mean, at this point, I can't even guess as to what he wants. I mean, if it's not, I mean, basically, in the most bottom line, if it's not, a an injury condition, if it's just him, then bottom line, I'm just gonna say it's ego. It's he's pulled away from the team mentality and wants to be the single shining star. And everybody likes to be a superstar. I mean, everybody likes to have the praise aimed at them. But it seems a lot of what he started changing was when Juju joined the team and showed the exact kind of talent and the exact skill that is going to make Juju one of the best of all time. And obviously, he's younger than AB. And on a very basic level, Antonio Brown was known as the superstar wide receiver for the Steelers. You can't throw him the ball every time because of his talent. There were plays where he was simply covered too well. There's double and triple coverage on him. You can't continually thread the needle. You can't continually throw the ball to him because number one, he's covered too well. Sometimes you're just simply not going to be able to thread that needle, and you shouldn't have to try it every single time. You can't rely on one great weapon, no matter how great weapon that weapon is. You have to have other places that you could go. You have to be able to run the ball, and you have to have other people to throw it to. Everybody else on the team understood that, but as Juju was becoming, a force in his own, that I think that was getting to him, and I think he wanted to be the only big name there. You're being stared at. But if that's the reason, it's I don't even want to say that it's understandable because it's typical. It's typical of somebody who is no longer taking the team into consideration. They're taking the I want to be the number one guy into consideration. And it's it's not the way. It's not the way to do it. It's you know. Unfortunately, we've seen many times when this when the head and ego gets bigger than the player, they either go on to another team and don't shine as well because they don't have everybody that was backing them up to make them that superstar, or in the most extreme case, you have what's going on with Antonio, and most of us don't even know what's going on with Antonio. It's just happening. From a funnier standpoint, and I saw this article the other day, this headline the other day, and I haven't uh I can't say with 100% certainty that it was actually said by him, but if it was, it cracks me up if it was. It kind of sounds like something he would say. I'm talking about Tom Brady. Um, Now that baseball is starting again, uh, the players are trying to thread the needle of showing support and not insulting people. So whereas the teams were getting a lot of controversy for kneeling during the Pledge of Allegiance, um, I believe it was the Nationals game. I'd have to double check, but I believe it was the Nationals game where the guys like basically did a kneel, not during the anthem, but to show solidarity for everything, for the country and for things that need it, which I think is a compromise that people are trying to do to try to say we're not trying to insult anybody, but we know that there are problems that need to be addressed. If this quote is true, and I really got to figure out if it is. Basically, the quote was from Tom Brady saying that if anybody on his team kneels, he quits. First time I saw that, I started cracking the hell up because my only thought is he knows he's in over his head. He's not fitting into the team, and he wants a reason to get out. That was my first thought right there, because and I've said this multiple times that I don't think Brady is the quintessential general of a team. um Uh, if you're a quarterback and you say something like that, I don't think that you're showing leadership abilities. And bottom line, he, no matter how much experience he has, he's the new guy on that team. And I don't think that he has the ability to make that kind of a demand. But again, it cracks me up. Oh, stop. Don't worry, booby. Yes, I know. As I mentioned, the NFL and their players union have agreed, so the training camps are going to start reporting. Some of the last minute trades are going on. A couple of big trades this week, but also Chiefs right guard Laurent Duvernay-Tariff is the first guy to opt out of the season. He's been spending a lot of his off time caring for patients, and he doesn't feel comfortable suiting up and playing. And I don't think guys are going to be penalized for doing things like that. I think they have to give the guys the choice in order to get through this. You know, anybody not comfortable for one reason or another, or their own health issues. So we might see more of that before the official start of the season. But yes. But I'm still chuckling over the Washington football team name change. It still kind of cracks me up. Speaking of contracts and whatnot, Vikings head coach Mike Zimmer has agreed to a contract extension. Vikings are quite content with him in his position at this moment and plan on keeping him around. He's actually done very well with them, I believe. I think he's he's gotten them back to a strong force. So if you look, I'm not. Believe me, I'm not the only one making fun of this name. If you look on social media, it kind of held the Washington football team up to even more ridicule because players from all different uh, teams were breaking their chops. And honestly, again, let's play devil's advocate. Perhaps they were just trying to deflect because there's been a lot of allegations of more serious things going on, you know, regarding its hiring practices, supposed sexual harassment by former employees, all these other different things, and maybe they're just trying to deflect, or they just simply don't have the energy to put anything anywhere else. I hear in the background somebody's approaching. Of course, somebody has gotten distracted by giving belly rubs to a big furry creature. Because who doesn't like belly rubs? As he passes out. He's like, okay, I'm done. No matter how big the dog. I mean, belly rubs are belly rubs. Mwah. Whoop. I return the chair
What's up, little pup?
to its other owner.
What's up, little guy?
Don't forget about that.
Yeah, I know.
I will see you people in a week.
Because she never sees you anytime throughout the week. What's up, everybody? How we doing out there? What is the good word? Beautiful is what the good word is. Well, my beautiful, who just left, of course, JC's Power Hour. Also, let me see here as I open our weather station. $89 out there. And it's not even our high for today. We're looking to be in the mid 90s. Tomorrow, starting your week out right. Also, the temperatures are hitting the upper 90s. Tuesday, there's a possibility of a little overcast, dreary, drab cloudiness. However, it's not going to do anything for the heat whatsoever. We're still going to be in the mid 90s. Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, Saturday. All beautiful sunny weather once again. Really nice out there. Long range forecast for next Sundays. I am seeing the possibility of another storm starting to come in. Again, possibly a little dreary, drab, overcast, and cloudy. I'll let you know as we get closer. And let's get into a little bit of On This Day music history coming your way. If you don't know what that is, well, welcome to our show. July 26th, this date. All different years. I do all the legwork. I look back and I tell you who did what, where they did it, and sometimes why. Frank Ifield, sitting in the #1 spot over in the UK singles charts with I Remember You. Now that, the singer's first of 4 UK #1s. Jump up from 62 to 68, where we see the Jackson 5, who signed a 1-year contract with Motown. They made history in 1970 as the first recording act to have their first 4 singles to reach #1 on the Billboard's Hot 100 chart. They had the songs being I Want You Back, ABC, The Love You Save, and I'll Be There. 1969, Johnny Cash releasing the single A Boy Named Sue. That song written by Shel Silverstein. Maybe. Cash was at the height of his popularity when he recorded the song live at California's San Quentin State Prison at a concert on February 24th, 1969. The song tells the tale of a young man's quest for revenge on a father who abandoned him at 3 years of age and whose only contribution to his entire life was naming him Sue. One more as we hit 1970. We see Jimi Hendrix, who played his hometown of Seattle for the last time. He appeared at Six Stadium. This is No Time for Panic, the artist Vibe Yard, one of our new tracks here. Once again, you're on CC&C, Compound Concentrates and Coffee, with me. Again, the artist Vibe Yard. They're one of the new ones in our catalogs and collections. Los Angeles-based collective of veteran musicians, composers, and producers. They all come together with a dedication of the furtherance of the funk. The first time I read that line, I was digging it. I was hooked. I mean, come on. Gotta love the sound. You gotta love the feel. All right. Trot recording. We're going to go to a little electronic. This is called Electric Dream Ladder. Doing this again, Facebook? All right. I see 7 over there in YouTube. I see 3 over there in Facebook. Hi, everybody. All right, well, that was Electric Dream Ladder. It's a track that's coming to you from Trout Recording. Let's jump over to a little reggae. We're going to get this. No, man. All right, I know. Go over here. This is Differential Pressure Stage Engine. Less than a minute. Make sure you're ready to go. right, there you go. Come over. Galileo Cercado, David Stewart Jr. Now, what are we going to do over here? What's up, Rachel? How are we, my friend? Nice to see you in Facebook land. Thanks for joining us, as always. What's the good word? All right, a little heavy gravel guild. Let's pick it up ever so slightly. Absolutely. Every day is fun day. Again, Heavy Gravel Guilds featuring Destroyer Creator and Amneciam. Now, what you're going after, this is Walter Eno on guitar. I've talked about this before. I was blown away when I heard about it. According to Walter, the one you're hearing right now, this is the first time he ever played rock or metal guitar. What? I'm looking at the time. 12:31. I'm out of here in exactly 1 hour. See, that's just a fucking killer track right there. That seriously is. Now, though, here's a tune called Demons. It comes from Dawn Bayer. We're going from rock and metal to country. Go to therealnashville.com if you're digging what you hear. So, since we only have an hour left, who wants to play some trivia? How's your head? I'm going to spin this wheel. I'll ask a question or three. If you have some responses, we continue on. What was the closing song that the Red Hot Chili Peppers played at Woodstock 99? Again, that's always inevitable. When I mention trivia, I do watch at least one person leave on each side, Facebook and YouTube. It's all good. Once again, what was the closing song that the Red Hot Chili Peppers played at Woodstock 99? Wrapping up this track, wrapping up the question. You know how it goes. All right. I have responses. I wasn't getting what I was looking for. During the closing song, that last song, Red Hot Chili Peppers at Woodstock 99, when things just went absolutely fucking haywire. Not even joking. If you don't know, I mean, you can look it up. Yeah, the end of Woodstock 99 literally ended in flames. Well, the Red Hot Chili Peppers broke out a cover of Jimi Hendrix's tune Fire, as literally right behind them, fire raged. Yeah. All right. Let's go. I just spun that. Here's another track. That's slow. Slow's got to go. We don't do slow on this show. Here we go. This is it's called Backstep. All right, who wrote the book that the film The Meg is based upon? And yes, I can get some stuff up from Ledbetter, no problem. It's on the list. I had a feeling that's, yeah, you wrote Ledbetter, you wrote Ledbet before, but I had a feeling that's what you were talking about. So again, who wrote the book which the film The Meg was based upon? I was looking for Steve Alten. Yeah, a science fiction action film which was directed by John Turturro with a screenplay by Dean Gregorius? Man, I can't pronounce shit today. Loosely based on the 1997 book Meg, a novel of deep terror by Steve Alten. Who did Prince Charles marry on July 29th, 1981? That was called Backstep. Pento, the artist, a Korean rapper and a producer, says he knows what his soul is looking for, so he's getting it. Go to twitter.com/XPENTOX. All right, Johnny Hewlin, Brittany Clark, Topless in Tennessee. go. Topless in Tennessee. That comes to you again from Brittany Clark, featuring Johnny Hewlin on that. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a URL for Brittany, so I can't tell you where to go. Yeah, no, most of her stuff is pretty good, actually. Let's go. Since we're doing country there, April McLean Moore, again with Johnny Hewlin. It's called All Along.
I was sitting on the back porch in my mama's arms, staring out into the silence of the stars, wishing hard for things to come, to grow up and be someone, to be anywhere than where I was. Always reaching out for something I could never have. Always feeling discontent and incomplete. But I was loved all along. I had joy, I had peace. It was here with me all along. All along. We were singing to the Beatles on the radio. We were driving with the windows all rolled down, eating French fries in the car. Money was tight, times were hard, but I'd give anything to be there now. I always thought that happiness was just around the bend, and everything I dreamed of was just out of reach. But I was loved all along. I had joy, I had peace. It was here with me all I was loved all along. I had joy, I had peace. It was here with me all along. But I was
All right, once again, that was a country track. We had another one before that. Here is American Honey, rounding out this country block. It's called Let Myself Out. It features Brittany Clark and Tiffany Fernandez.
I stopped myself from trying, told myself I couldn't. To them I was lucky, but fear said I wasn't. I played the role of confidence, and damn, I played it well. 'Cause it's
right, again, there you go. Wrapping up your country block. That was the name American Honey. Johnny Hewlin getting together, Brittany Clark, and Tiffany Fernandez for that. Now, let's go. How about a tune called Creep Along Moses? Brand new. It's Mike Robinson here on CCNC. Yeah, out of rock. In a comical news of the ... Whoa. Reports of a large apex predator. Officers responding to reports of a large apex predator, a black panther, in a public park. Well, they did arrive to find this supposed dangerous animal. It was a stuffed toy. Officers summoned to the park in the area of West Sussex, England, on a report of a big cat on the loose. The officers who arrived on the scene didn't immediately realize what initially appeared to be like a giant black panther. No, it was a stuffed toy. Yeah, they took a photo of it, the way it was sitting there, the way somebody left it perched. Oh yeah, it's funny. Yeah, the police station themselves saying in their post, okay, the reports of a large apex predator in the Steining area turning out to be true. It may be a stuffed toy. However, attending officers didn't necessarily know that at first. Once again, what you heard there, Creep Along Moses. All right, music to wash hands by. Yeah, why not? Again, music to wash hands by. All right, Rebecca Hennessy and James Shipp. Going to go into a tune. It's called Coroners. Some hip hop. All right, we are coming up on straight up the top of the hour, 1 o'clock. Right now, it's 1 o'clock. So I'm out of here in 30 minutes, everybody. Remember that. I just leave.
Yeah, I slept alright besides fighting or searching for a shirt since I had the bottom of my outfit. Because of that, waited too long to just pee. So I have that gross feeling now in my stomach, which I hate. And for some reason, this has happened for months now. Every time I wake up first thing in the morning, I can't be around or smell food. Otherwise, I get very sick. Literal sick. I feel sick.
That's all on you.
I don't know what that is, though. Like, I don't know why that.
Because you keep trying not to eat. You're trying to eat as little as possible. And, yeah, that's not going to work. I went through that. I told you that. I ended up getting sick from it. It's like trying to run a car without gas or oil. How does that work? It doesn't. Your body needs fuel. Fuel's food. You have to have a certain amount of carbohydrates and food every single day. It's not food. It has to be food. Especially with our stomachs. We have to eat. It's no choice. But once you get yourself into it, your body gets right back and it's like, oh, I know what this is now. Proof. You guys have seen me do it.
My main thing is I have the whole eating disorder that I don't gain weight.
Your body doesn't gain weight from eating food. Again, proof.
I know that's why I'm talking to you.
That's why I'm saying. You've got to eat. You just got to do it. This is the only thing that's your stumbling block. But this is not going to work if you continue to do it. Then you're wondering why you don't feel right, you're dragging, you can't work in the morning, your stomach's bothering you, you're having trouble smelling food. Literally, it's all tied to the same thing. 100%. I know, and I admitted it. I used to compensate by just alcohol. Doesn't work. Got a little tune there. Coroners came to you from Rebecca Hennessy and James Shipp. Now, Little Secret Agent 23 Skidoo. I love this tune. I like the name. It's just good. It's called Sexploitation. open up that track. Sexploitation. Again, the artist, Secret Agent 23 Skidoo. Real simple, too. Go to secretagent23skidoo.com. Check them out. Let's hit up. Wondering. Nope, that's slow. Slow's got to go. Did somebody say the 80s? Brent Bourgeois posed the question. This is called Pond Life. Little Jamie West Oram, the guitar player from The Fix. Here on CC&C, Compound Concentrates and Coffee. I'm the Connecticut Medical Marijuana Critic. We're coming to you live from the Compound in Orange, Connecticut. That tune there, again, called Pond Life. Jamie West Oram. Yeah, I mentioned The Fix before. It's that, yeah, The Fix, that band. 7 number 1, a whole bunch of other great other tunes. You hear them on your FM radio, you hear them on satellite. They've been around since 79. They were just here in Connecticut at the end of last 2019. They were on the Fixmas tour. Okay. I have a welcome sign from Michael James Greco coming up. We have the K Club with The New Kid. We have Gabe Witcher with St. Louis Blues. And we got a couple of On This Day and really quick. And I will take a look at the highways, make sure there's no other incidents, closures, or delays for anybody who are heading out on the roadways, taking advantage of this beautiful weather, which you should be. All right. 1977, and this date saw Led Zeppelin cut short their 11th North American tour after, unfortunately, Robert Plant's 5-year-old son, Karek, died unexpectedly of a virus at their home in England in the UK. Then, jumping up into the 80s, we see Peter Gabriel sitting in the number 1 spot on this date in 86 with the US single charted song Sledgehammer. It was a number 4 hit in the UK. The song's music video has won a number of awards, including a record 9 MTV awards in the 1987 MTV Video Music Awards themselves. Then, Best British Video at the 87 Brit Awards. Now, Gabriel was also nominated for 3 Grammy Awards. As of 2011, Sledgehammer, the most played music video in the history of MTV. Let's go to 2000s. Oasis were booed off stage during a show at the Paleo Festival in Switzerland. This after singer Liam Gallagher had insulted the 35,000 strong audience. Man, I don't know why people do stuff like that. All right, in 2006, on this date, the final edition of Top of the Pops. That recorded at BBC Television Centre in London. Just under 200 members of the public were in the audience for the show, which, co-hosted by veteran disc jockey Sir Jimmy Savile, very first presenter, actually. Now, classic performances from the Spice Girls, Wham, Madonna, Beyonce, Robbie Williams, all featured in the show, alongside the Stones, who were the very first band to appear on Top of the Pops. That on New Year's Day in 1964. All right, this is The New Kid. Danny Pellegrino, Jaquire King, and the K Club. What's going on, Jay? All right, everybody, you got 5 minutes to be packed, rolled, and raring to go. That 20's coming up like that, don't you know? But it also means in only 15 minutes, I'm out of here. I will catch everybody tomorrow. I mean, got stuff I got to do. Got some running around with the family and some other things. Life and all. And really quick, just to remind people, we have 3 artists which have now rescheduled shows to come here in Connecticut to play. Incubus with 311, August 15th, 6:45 p.m., Xfinity Theater. August 28th, 7 p.m., Xfinity Theater sees Alanis Morissette. And August 22nd, 7 p.m., Xfinity Theater, Thomas Rhett. So you now have 3 shows coming up. Once again, that was called The New Kid. Danny Pellegrini, Jaquire King with The K Club. Now I got your St. Louis Blues, a little Gabe Witcher coming at you. After this, Echopraxia, Austin Woodward, then it's where I get off. Coming up, I have a tune called Crush from Echopraxia. We just wrapped up St. Louis Blues right there. right, now Panzer, Austin Woodward, Shane Roberts. This is where I get off. Thank you for hanging out with me on this SunDaze edition of CC&C, coming to you from the compound. Again, I have stuff I have to do. You know the routine. I will see you all tomorrow. You be good, you stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Holy
right, everybody. Again, be good. Stay safe. Much love and respect. CC&C for your SunDaze. The 20, man, it's can't believe how fast things are going by. It's the 26th of July already. I'll see you tomorrow, all. Much love. Enjoy your day.